Hey fellow travelers! Welcome back to Amazing Europe. In another video, we have already seen the 10 most dangerous nations in Europe. Today, instead, we will see the safest ones, always according to Numbeo, a crowdsourced global database of quality of life data. 9 out of the 10 countries we will show you have a crime index ranging from 20 to 40, indicating a low level of crime, while one country has a crime index even lower, indicating a very low level of crime. If you want to find out which one it is, stay with us until the end, and there will also be a final bonus. Okay, let's get started. Number 10. Finland. The happiest country in the world is, in fact, also one of the safest. Finns have little fear of being attacked or robbed. The level of fear of being insulted or discriminated against based on skin color or religious beliefs is consistently low as well. Even lower is the level of fear of experiencing car theft or the perception of corruption or bribery in their country. The only sore point is the high level of perception that things in Finland have been getting worse in the last 3 years. Is it true? Number 9. Czech Republic. It seems that the Czechs live safely within their borders. Except for the perception of an increase in the crime level in the last 3 years and the presence of corruption in their country, which show a moderate level. The inhabitants of this beautiful country also exhibit a low level of fear in almost all indicators, and even a very low level when it comes to the fear of home burglaries or violent crimes such as armed robbery. Lucky them! Number 8. Denmark. Similar to Finland, Denmark also consistently ranks among the world's happiest countries, and their happiness can be attributed to feeling secure within their nation. They exhibit a very low level of fear regarding car theft, as well as a significantly low perception of corruption or bribery within their borders. However, Denmark also shows a moderate perception that there have been changes in the last 3 years. Nonetheless, for all other indicators, there is truly nothing to complain about. Number 7. Estonia. This small country in the former Soviet Union has made significant improvements in recent times. In fact, all indicators show low levels of fear, and 3 of them are even very low. Fear of being attacked or robbed, fear of car theft, and fear of being a victim of violent crimes such as assault and armed robbery. It's undoubtedly a remarkable leap forward compared to the dark years of the Soviet dictatorship. Number 6. Iceland. It certainly couldn't be absent from this list. It's true that Icelanders have a moderate perception that crime on their island has been increasing in the last 3 years, but it's also true that they exhibit a very low level of fear in as many as 6 indicators, such as the fear of car theft or being robbed, the fear of being insulted or attacked, and the fear of being victims of discrimination based on skin color, gender, or religious beliefs. Apparently, Icelanders live securely on their island. Number 5. Monaco. Small and safe, that's the Principality of Monaco. There is always a moderate perception of crime increase in the last 3 years, but for the rest, the indicators show a low or very low level of fear. In particular, the residents of this tiny state have very little fear of being attacked and feel very safe during their walks, both during the day and even at night. Good for them. Number 4. Croatia. Okay, it's true, Croats seem to have a high perception of corruption or bribery in their country, and also a moderate fear that crime has increased in the last 3 years. However, in all other indicators, they are doing really well. They appear to have little fear of being insulted, attacked, or robbed in their homes, and no fear of being robbed during their walks, especially during the day, or of car theft. Number 3. Slovenia. Next to Croatia, both geographically and on this list, we find this small but wonderful state, which appears to be a paradise on earth, considering that the residents have an extremely low fear of car theft, assaults, being insulted, or discriminated against based on race, gender, or religious beliefs. They also have an extremely low fear of violent crimes such as armed robberies. The only slightly negative aspects are the perception of corruption in their country and an increase in crime in the last 3 years. Number 2. Switzerland. The presence of this nation on this list was, of course, anticipated. After all, this country is synonymous with peace and tranquility. The only 2 slightly negative aspects are a moderate perception that crime is increasing in the last 3 years and issues related to drug problems in their country. However, for the rest, everything seems to be going well, especially for 3 indicators. They show a very low level of fear regarding violent crimes, car theft, and being discriminated against based on race, gender, or religious beliefs. Before revealing the number 1, if you found this video interesting, we invite you to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to enable all notifications. Number 1. Isle of Man. It is a small island located between England and Ireland. The Isle of Man is a dependency of the British monarchy, but on the Numbeo website, it has been considered separately as it enjoys significant autonomy. It is not part of the United Kingdom and has its own government. Here, the residents seem to live genuinely happy lives. Even here, there is a moderate perception of an increase in crime in the last 3 years and issues related to drug problems, but almost all other indicators show a very low level, making this small but splendid island the safest place in Europe. Here it is. These are the European countries where residents report a very low level of crime. However, as we know, perception and reality can differ. What are your thoughts? Do you live in or have you visited any of these countries? Share your experiences in the comments. And for those of you who have stayed until the end, we will reveal the country in the world where the residents feel the safest. We are talking about Qatar, where, apart from the usual perception of an increase in crime in the last 3 years, almost all other indicators show a very low level of fear. If you enjoyed this video, we recommend others from our channel, such as the one about the 10 most dangerous European countries or the one about the 10 happiest European nations. As soon as they are ready, you will find them on this page. And that's all for today, fellow travelers. Until next time.